The cameraman is rolling. Okay. Right. Let's start, bro.
Jim. All right, guys. First episode of the Chai Company podcast. Welcome. I'm your co-host Drew, joined with my best friend co-host
Jaden. What's up, baby?
What's up? This has been a long time in the making.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like we thought about this since like what?
I thought about this since January. No.
Since
January this year.
It's like you know how we thought it was the stupidest thing.
It was the stupidest idea because I was just scrolling through TikTok one day and I'm like, I see this video. It's like, if you don't have a podcast with your boys, what are you doing? I'm like, Drew, we gotta make a podcast, man.
No, and because like we just started our second semester of university and we were like studying, and then she's like, dude, we gotta start a podcast.
Right.
And like I was thinking the same thing because like I'd come so close to like starting a couple of things and podcast myself, but I never had like the right partner or never had like the right time, right? And so now that we got the time, we're off
right.
So we're just doing our own thing,
right? We're doing our own thing, man.
Yeah.
So a little background on us. We're in university, first year engineering. We can't really tell the name of our university.
We don't want to either.
It's classified.
We don't want to tell you.
You don't need to know, man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I
mean, most of you guys probably know, so.
Yeah, most of you guys who know us personally
yeah.
know where we study.
Yeah.
However, so this podcast is mainly going to be about, like, we're going to talk about everything, like the daily weather to why your girlfriend broke up with you and the economic and political state of the world. Coming from Jade.
No, we did not rehearse this.
No, we didn't rehearse it. We didn't rehearse this.
No.
Not at all.
Not at all. Definitely no.
Definitely not.
Definitely
not, bro.
Definitely not.
I swear, I just thought of
not.
it on spot.
No, that was hilarious. But no, so I mean, this is just something we kind of thought of, and we're really excited to share this with you guys. A quick background on like each of us. I'll get started with mine.
Right.
So I mean, I'm a first generation immigrant myself. I came to Canada in 2013, so I've been here for like almost 8 years. It's gonna be 9 in August.
A long time for you, man.
Yeah, a long time. Yeah. But I've been here for a long time, and you know, it's always. I mean, I love this place, love the country, love my family and everything. I was born in India, so I'm from India, and I lived around the Middle East when I was younger. You know, I lived in Oman, I lived in Dubai, then I came to Canada. And I mean, I did schooling here, like middle school, elementary school, high school, pretty much here. And yeah, I mean, I met this guy in high school.
That's where I met him.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I came to Canada in 2020, like not too long ago, 3 years ago. Time flew really quick.
Yeah.
It was the worst time to come to Canada. I mean, if any of you coming, don't come during COVID. I mean,
no.
COVID's almost gone.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so I mean, it was a really bad time when I came to Canada. I was stuck in the house for like 2 years, probably.
Yeah,
mostly that. Then I met him in high school. I had to do one last year of grade 12.
Yeah,
that's where I met him. We had an English class together, and it was.
It was interesting.
It was an interesting
class.
This is the thing.
If you have like a teacher that sucks absolute. I mean, we said we wouldn't swear, but this teacher sucked. If this teacher sucks, the class becomes like the tightest of friends. Like we just became friends by like because our last names are both
starts with the same letter.
Yeah, and so we basically just sat behind each other in the classes that we had, and so we just met each other like that, and it was I guess it was just fate. And then we met in university, right? Like
we're basically in the same program in university, so we were stuck together.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much.
I'm happy I was stuck with this guy.
Exactly. Man. Likewise.
Likewise. Yeah. Thank you.
I got you, bro.
Thank you.
All right. So, the Chai Company, why we chose this name, we're just going to give you a brief background about it. So, basically, as you know, we're brown. Okay? We come from brown.
I don't think they could tell.
I don't think they could tell.
Yeah. Blind motherfuckers. I mean, if they're listening.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you're listening, we're brown, man.
Yeah, we're brown.
We love everybody.
Yeah. But it's a funny thing because, like, my name is Drew. That's a brown-ass name.
And my name is Jaden. I mean...
Yeah.
People wouldn't think I'm a brown guy.
And the funny thing is, he's Pakistani.
Yeah,
I'm Pakistani. A lot of Pakistani guys.
Shout out to all my Pakistani.
Shout out
I love you. I miss you. I'm coming to see you soon.
Pakistan's in the bus.
All right. So yeah, the chai company. So we thought about this idea because we said that what brings us together, you know?
Yeah.
Like even if you're not brown too, like something brings you together, and that is food, in my opinion, and in his opinion too. So we like a universal thing that I believe that people around the world like they have daily is tea, chai. In our like language, you call it chai.
Yeah.
You call it cha. Right?
Yeah, I mean most Desi people, most Desi
most Desi people like
they love chai.
Love tea, man. It's like their coffee for them.
Exactly.
Yeah, they can't live without tea. So that's why we thought about keeping the Chai Company podcast. That's the name behind it. And our structure of the podcast is basically we're gonna go talk about different things like it's not gonna be like serious. It might be serious topics at sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
But it's gonna be casual. We're just gonna have like some fun around here. It's gonna be you guys can ask us questions in the comment section. We're gonna be posting on TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube, as well as Spotify. And so you can always like reach out to us, ask us to do like quick Q&As, whatever you guys want. We're gonna have short segments.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and also we're gonna have.
Do you want me to get into this segment?
Yeah, it's gonna be a new segment we're doing. I don't think podcasts are really doing it today.
I'll get into it. Sorry, but the whole like idea of why we have our podcast called The Chai Company is we don't want to make it only a podcast. This is not like really just a podcast. It's not just two guys talking. It's like an interactive experience because when you're listening to a podcast, it feels like you're in a room with people talking to you and you kind of you feel like you're part of the conversation. And like a room like that probably is more relevant in like a cafe because you're in a cafe, you hear everybody's like problems. Like half the times we're going to be talking about our own problems or our own stuff.
We're going to be like, our setup right now is pretty cool. Actually, we just built this, you know? It took 24 hours to build this, and we're shooting right after we built it. So
honestly, it was crazy.
We're going to be doing it remotely too. We're going to find different like setups to do our podcast.
Yeah.
On different areas. Yep. See what's cool, what works.
Yeah.
How it goes around.
For sure. Yeah. And I mean, like, the whole idea behind the Chai Company is to kind of think of a cafe. Like, this is not just a podcast, but the Chai Company is also a cafe. It's an interactive place where you meet a bunch of different people, which Jane will get into with our guests. You kind of talk, you just get vibes. And different parts of the cafe have different aspects to it. So you have, when you enter a cafe, you have like a seating area where you can just sit, do your work kind of thing. And just maybe if you have a friend, you're catching up, like, how we're talking right now. That's his general talking area. So that's going to be our first segment where we just sit down, we talk about day-to-day things, what happened that day or something interesting that we saw. Then we'll get into our menu. So now with the menu at any cafe, so when you go to, let's say, like Starbucks, you have, a bunch
you have
of
your
drinks, drinks and everything. But our cafe is Chai Company Cafe, right? So we have Indian food.
We're going to have Indian food, yes. Mostly it revolves around that. We're going to make our guests try the Indian cuisines, the Desi cuisines.
Yep.
As you like it. We're also going to try different other cuisines, not only Desi. You're not going to keep it constricted to that.
Right.
We're going to be exploring ourselves too. We're here to learn about different cuisines as well.
Exactly.
So we're going to do that. And
I mean, with the guests as well, we'll change it up.
So coming to the guests. So it's not going to be like your typical celebrity guest, although we'll try our best to get whoever we can. But in my opinion, we're going to get some people who have interesting stories to tell, who think that they should share their stories, for people to learn, people what they've learned in their lives, to share it with others through our platform. And we think that it'll be important because usually everybody likes their typical celebrity guests. I mean, we're not that famous.
You're not that famous. No. Yeah.
I mean,
hopefully.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed. But with every menu item, there's gonna be a certain thing associated with it. So let's say I tell Jaden, hey, what do you want off the menu today? And he chooses a cup of tea. Behind the cup of tea, sure, we'll have that. I'll give it to him. It's not going to be a physical kind of thing. It's just, a figurative cup of tea. But behind the cup of tea, there is a dare or like a challenge or something that's written. So like say, cup of tea, and then relating to the topic of that podcast, I'll ask him a question. I'll be like, what did you have for lunch today? Or something like that, So each menu item has its specific kind of idea towards it, and that's gonna kind of like just help you get to know our guests and help you to understand like who we have on there, or just help you to understand the topic that we're talking about, just depending on what we're talking about that week.
Correct.
Yeah,
you're right. So and that's going to be mostly a part of our podcast, how it's going to work. We're going to have like that as the main focus.
Yeah.
And everything revolves around that, like the typical podcast. Mm-hmm. Also, yeah. So after that.
General news.
The general news?
Yeah, we have our third and last segment. The general news segment.
Okay. Yeah. Tell them about that.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, so we have the general news segment, and so every week, I mean, news never changes. The world's always moving, right?
Yeah.
We'll have guests and stuff, and we'll kind of get news articles that,
like interesting news articles,
like not just ordinary ones. Not like the stock market took a plunge today. No.
Bitcoin crash. Ethereum's low.
Yeah. My board of NFT is not worth anything.
Don't worry, man. We're not into Bitcoin.
No.
Your average kids nowadays are into Bitcoin, bro.
Oh yeah.
Our parents said no.
I asked my mom for a permission slip to buy my first
my
NFT.
My mom said no. Bitcoin she said, no.
She said, we have a Bored Ape at home. It's you. No, but
my parents are against Bitcoin, man.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
I told them I want to get into cryptocurrency. Like, no. Can't get into cryptocurrency. It's a scam, man. It's a scam.
Honestly,
Elon just pumped Twitter and it's a scam.
It's a scam. No, fair.
Technically, they're right. Like, I don't know how that works, man. You gotta know what you're doing in the crypto space.
Yeah. I mean, back to the topic, but General news will have news segments, kind of like just news topics that we'll bring up with just either me or Jaden.
Right.
And we'll kind of like just talk about them. Either we'll talk good things about them, or mainly we'll just talk trash. So mainly, yeah. Because who wants to hear good things about news?
Yeah,
Unless it's like wholesome. Yeah. But if it's something about like Bitcoin NFTs or something, nah.
Yeah, then we can talk about it. We'll talk about it. We'll see how it goes.
Right.
We'll see what you guys like.
For sure. Leave us if you guys like something and you want us to do more of it.
Yeah.
And you know what? Maybe in a couple more episodes, we'll let you guys give us private messages about.
Right, or you can like comment on our YouTube videos, because we're gonna be posting quite a few. Like, we're gonna be posting once a week. I forgot to mention that too. Yeah. We're gonna try our best to post once a week. Mm-hmm. And you can always let us know if you like something, if you want us to do something, and if it's right to our situation, we'll implement it in our videos. Sure.
And it's not like we're not gonna just do our own thing. We're also gonna take ideas from you guys and try to make new things.
Yeah, because this is completely new to us. Like, we're just venturing out into the podcast field.
We haven't done this before.
No, we've never done this before.
It's not like I've done podcasts.
It's not like I taken a camera and like, yo, I'm gonna podcast with Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to explain to my dad what the podcast was. Yeah. And he was kind of interested about it. So my dad's gonna watch this podcast.
Yeah.
Hey Dad, hey Mom, hi. I love you.
Hi. My parents, I don't know if they even know what the internet is. They probably do. They probably do. No, they probably do. But my dad's pretty chill about it. I don't know what my mom's opinion is. She's chill, but hi Mom, I love you. If you end up seeing this episode, Dad also love you. And I mean, maybe one day we'll get our parents.
Yeah, we'll get our parents one day.
One day, yeah.
Yeah.
Someday. Yeah.
They'll definitely. Hopefully, they want to come on.
Father's Day episode?
Oh, yeah. There's Father's Day coming up.
Yeah. We'll do Father's Day
Do something for your dad, kids.
Yeah. I'm growing a beard for that.
Oh, gosh. Speaking of which, our university, right? So, we just got off from our semester break.
Right.
Which was completely, it was so bad.
It was,
This semester was really, really bad in my opinion.
6 courses, right?
6 courses. Our courses was 100%. We were struggle. I mean, we managed to get pretty good grades, right? Yeah. But it was tough,
for sure.
Mentally, right? Mentally was. I don't think I had any mental. My state of mind was not.
Mental stability is out of the question. Right. When you're doing engineering.
Speaking of which, when it comes to mental health, right? You need it. It's important, in my opinion, and it's important to check up on your friends too. So, even in those times, right? When you're in really, really tough situations, it's important to take a reality check, a mental health check. So check up on your friends. See how they're doing. See how keep your recalibrate everything, all that shit.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, what else?
Man. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you? How are you?
Not too bad after 24 hours of this.
After 24 hours of building this couch?
Yeah, bro.
You know what? Honestly, to those of you guys carpenters, to those of you guys do this every day, salute, man.
Oh,
we couldn't figure this stuff out. I mean, it's still kind of iffy.
It might just not fall, you know?
Yeah, thank God. Not like his mic stand.
Should have fallen. Oh, yeah, the mic stand.
The mic stand. No, but here's the thing. I mean, with our podcast, we're gonna be really creative, and so we want you guys to be as creative as you can with us. And if you have any other like suggestions, like let's say there's a segment and you guys want us to implement it, just shoot us a message on
shoot us a message. Give us some ideas on what you guys think we should do in the future, or what do you think? How should we like transition into different topics? Because this is completely new for us, as I said. Yeah, and we'd love to like learn, love to grow. Yeah. And see where this podcast takes us. Yeah. I mean, I'll link down our socials in the description. Yeah, our socials will be everything in the description. We're gonna upload on, we have, as I said earlier, our own socials. You can have it here up on the screen. Yeah, we'll have it up on the screen. And then our main Instagram for our podcast is the Chai Company Podcast. Also, if you have any like exotic cuisines you think like we should try, send us the recipes, send us the like the links to the recipes wherever they're on the websites or Google or whatever. We're gonna try that out. We're gonna cook it, see how people like it here, how we like it, you know. Just send us stuff, man. If you think like nobody's heard of, like, I mean, some people haven't heard of gulab jamuns. I don't know if you guys know about that, but I love gulab jamuns. Dude, you know what's crazy? Some people actually don't like gulab jamuns. What? Like Desi people. Desi people? Oh. Desi people. Dude, they're not Desi, man. It's insane. I was at a wedding a couple of years ago, and you know, like the dessert was gulab jamun and ice cream, right? Yeah. And I mean, I love sweet food. Yeah. And sweet tooth. You got a sweet tooth. Yeah, I got a sweet tooth. Yeah. But there was this one family friend of mine, and she didn't like that. She was like, "Oh my god, there's like gulab jamun's so nasty." Oh like, my bro, god. How can you hate on that? Like, oh my god, on, bro. But yeah, like, you're done, man. We're done. Yeah, you're done. But I mean, here's the other thing about, because we're both Desi, we're both South Asian. Yeah, right? We're both South Asian. We have like similar. If you didn't know, I'm from Pakistan, and he's from India. We're not allowed to be friends. Yeah, we're not allowed to be friends. Technically, it's we're like, under one roof, you know. It's like Veer Zara, you know what I mean? Yeah. If you guys don't know, good movie. Check it out. Watch that. It's a Bollywood movie. Bollywood movies, like, you should watch the older ones, like not the ones that are coming out right now. I mean, some of them are pretty good, no hate, but like some of them are pretty good. But the ones that were like early 2000s, like mid 2000s, are pretty good. Like they're pretty good. Those people sleep on them. They're pretty good though. You know what I don't like? The hate Bollywood movies get for like those comedy movies. But like, you know those like slapstick ones where they like do like this. Okay, they exaggerated sometimes. They exaggerated some things, but it's just, I don't know why you're hating on them. Like, if you know Hera Fairy. Yeah. Okay, people don't like it. I'm like, how do you not like that? Okay, let me. I don't know if you heard about this. Let me tell you one thing. You know, you watched Forrest Gump, right? Yeah, I've watched. Oh yeah. Amir Khan's making an Indian version of that. Yeah, Lal Singh Chadda. I'm hyped because Amir Khan's a really good actor. Yeah, but he doesn't miss. The thing was, he missed with PK though. Yeah, I mean, PK it's allowed to make one film like, but he's pretty good. Yeah. Like, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So this was just supposed to be an introductory episode of like what's gonna happen, this and that. But we're getting into stuff, gradually. So if this episode we didn't really get into segments, just because we didn't want to get started with like new stuff before giving you guys kind of like an idea of what it is that we want to get into. We'll start segments next week for sure. Yeah, so our next video is gonna come on next week. No, this video is gonna, by the time this video is out, it's gonna be next week. Right. And then the following week will be at episode 2. Yep. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned. Send us. We have our Instagram, and on our stories we'll have a kind of a question answer. Yeah, questionnaires. Tell us how you liked it. And then if you want to give us suggestions for the next topic, because we want topics for our videos. We have a couple topics we can talk about. I think we'll touch most of the main topics, but if you think like we're not, like, if you think there's a specific topic you want us to talk about, like for example, like what you want us to like what's our stance on this thing, what's our stance on this? What do you think about this? What do you think about that? Just give us a shout on the
on our page on Instagram and tell us, hey, this episode I want you guys to touch up on this or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
And we'll mention you as well if you want to shout out. Yeah.
That's cool.
Perfect. Yeah. So once again, thank you guys for tuning in.
Yes, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This was just our introductory episode. We love you. Spread love, not hate.
Spread love, not hate.
I don't know what to say. Okay.
It's like a 1970s hippie convention. Spread love, not hate, dude.
Also, so I was supposed to get a haircut today, but I didn't get one, as you see right here. And my hair's been going on for like 6 months right now. So this is the before you see me. For the next episode, hopefully, I get a cut. Hopefully. So let's see if my barber does me right. Let's see, man.
New barber too, right?
New barber. I'm trying a different style this time. So so you guys get to see the before and after. Like this is the before. And the after is the next one.
We'll send pictures on the Instagram.
Right.
If Jaden's cool with that.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'll put it on my story, you know. On the Chai Company podcast, of course.
I mean, we'll also have questionnaires if I should say this, whatever is going on here. I want to grow it out, man.
Yeah, you're trying to grow a beard.
I'm trying to grow it out again.
Don't cut it this time, man.
Huh?
Don't cut it.
I'm not going to cut.
No matter what the girls say, don't cut it.
No matter what the girls say. No girl told me to cut this one, okay? For the first time, I didn't cut it for a girl. This time,
so I'm growing it out. You've been cutting it for girls, huh?
Shut up.
Guys called
listen, here's the thing.
4K. Everything.
Mom and dad, I get no girls.
Yeah.
Zero.
Just arranged marriage only. He's non-veg.
Whoa.
Your dad knows, man.
My dad doesn't know anything, bro.
Oh, shit.
No, he knows everything. He knows everything.
I
love your dad.
I'm just joking. Okay, well, that's it for our podcast today, guys. This is the Chai Company. We're with Dhruv and myself, Jaden.
Yep.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll get back to you for the next podcast and the next episode. Stay tuned. Peace. We love you.
Spread hate, not love. Spread hate, not love. I did it.